Since the Saskatchewan Party was elected, the population of this province has grown by 132,000 people. For the same period of time for the other guys, up to 2007, we lost 8,000 people. It's an important reminder for your friends, for families that are considering whom they're going to vote for in this election, because without that growing population, without a broadening tax base, how in the world will we be able to afford to build the school that we were by this morning? How can we invest in healthcare? How can we fix more roads? How can we support families who have autistic children? How can we support those with disabilities? But for a growing economy, but for an expanding population. That's really what we've been all about. And you know what it started with, ladies and gentlemen, in this party, the whole growth plan that we have? You know what it started with? It started with this party, the people that began this party, believing that it could grow. Yeah. That's the first step. You believed it, and I believed it. The people of the province believed it. But not everyone believed it. And maybe some still don't believe we can continue to grow. Here's what the NDP finance minister said about the Saskatchewan Party's vision early on that we could grow by 100,000 people in 10 years. Here's what he said. They proposed, that's you, they proposed to increase the population of Saskatchewan by 100,000 over, I forget what number of years, Mr. Speaker. Well, it's so over the top, it's so farcical, Mr. Speaker, that it flies in the face of reality. On the record, on the floor of the Legislative Assembly, not very long ago, 2004, it's farcical for us even to aspire to grow by 100,000 people in the first 10 years, perhaps, of a brand new government. Doreen Hamilton, some people remember Doreen Hamilton? Oh, yeah. Nice person, served in the legislature. But here's what she said about our plan to grow the province by 100,000 people in 10 years. She said, the Saskatchewan Party's plan to increase our population by 100,000 in 10 years is, quote, more wishful thinking than statistically attainable. NDP elected members believed, ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget this, they believed it was statistically impossible for this province, with all of its resources, with a diversified economy, with all of you working hard at it, they believed it was statistically impossible for us to grow even at the national average. Because that's all 100,000 in 10 years is. They must have been listening to experts that were saying, you know, it is statistically impossible for the province to grow. Do you know who we were listening to? And who I hope we always listen to? We were listening to you. You wanted there to be opportunities so your kids at least had a choice to stay in the province. So this is a powerful reminder on the doorsteps. Remembering again that it's growth that pays for everything else. It pays for the quality of life we want to offer. It pays for the fact that we will be the first ones to admit we need to do more in education. We need to do more in long-term care. But we're also mindful of how do we pay for those things? How do we ensure that the change is sustainable and lasting and not fleeting and turned around because somebody didn't add up all the numbers and make sure that it was affordable?